Okay, I want to take this first lecture in this section to talk about social proof. It's one of the questions I get a lot. Social proof is important. Um, we talked about, for example, one of the sales tips some lectures ago about the importance of testimonials. It's kind of the same thing. If somebody has recommended it or has made a comment about it or whatever, that's worth a lot. Now, building social proof it is important, but you should definitely not get obsessed with it, because what will happen is it will actually happen naturally with your Facebook advertising. With those ads that you put on, they have the opportunity to tag or share or whatever, and you're going to get a lot of social proof that way. If you remember the FB Ninja trick way back, you saw how many shares and likes and comments that people have made on those things. That's all getting shared around. That's all social proof. Now, I'm here on my Tim's Hot Deals Facebook page because the typical question I get asked is, what should I do with this page? Now, 3-4 years ago, I would have said do a lot because back then these pages were useful because when you made posts on your pages, you could reach most of your followers for free. These days, that does not happen at all. If you have any experience with this, if you make a post on your page to your supposed followers, you're going to reach about 2 to 3% of them. 2 to 3%. So imagine you've got 1,000 followers, you're going to reach 20 to 30 of them. Yeah, those are the ones that are going to show up in their feeds. Then the chance of them actually doing anything with that is even smaller. So it's almost pointless. And of course, it's all done for a reason, because Facebook, it might be the biggest social network out there, but it's fast becoming the biggest advertising network as well. And they've got really no interest in helping you do anything unless you're actually going to pay. That's the stark reality of it. Okay. All I would suggest though is that you tidy this up. I have said before, add a cover and add a picture. In the next lecture, I'm just going to show you Canva in a little bit more detail. I did talk about it before, but I'd just like to dive into that because it is a great little tool just to help you out if you haven't done so already. Now, in terms of likes, everyone's obsessed with likes, right? I've got 20,000 likes, I've got 1 million likes, whatever. As I said before, it's not going to help you find new sales. It really isn't. It really is a vanity thing. Now, if you do want likes, do not buy them anywhere except Facebook. Okay, you can go and buy yourself, 1,000 likes for $2 or whatever from Fiverr or these various sites, and you'll have your 1,000 likes in a heartbeat. They're all completely fake. Facebook will see that, and you then run the risk of your page getting shut down, which is not what you want at all. So if you're going to do it, you need to buy them off of Facebook. And I would suggest that maybe 1,000 likes is as much as you want to buy. And that could vary in terms of how much you might have to pay for that, but you're probably looking at maybe $1,000, $500. It depends on the field that you're in, but it's not an insignificant investment for something, to my mind, that doesn't bring a huge amount. So apologies that you've basically been staring at this kind of fairly boring page here for the last couple of minutes, but I don't put a lot of effort into this. The only other thing I might do is when I put on a product, I might just post it on my page. My thinking is, if somebody comes to my page, I want them to see something. But, I don't want to just see this blank kind of pictures here. I want them to see something and they go, yeah, that looks all right. I might fill in the about section, things like that. Anyway, I think I've gone on and off about this, but basically, don't get too carried away. Do the basics. Leave it at that.